Hey guys, welcome back to Clover Mobile. In today's video with the new update, there's a few mistakes that I want you guys to avoid because one of them I copped and it's absolutely burnt me. And the first one we're going to go through, I got three main ones, then I'm going to go through some extra stuff to do with the update that you want to get on top of. But the first one is, and if you want to use this video to recruit for your guild in the comments, I am perfectly cool with that. Just make sure you don't just leave the guild name and what you're looking for. Also leave your server. People I often see leave messages in my videos recruiting, but they forget to put what server. Server is very important. But if you want to recruit there, that is fine. And the reason I'm saying that is because you really want to get into an active squad. And I'll talk about the time frame that you have in a second, because as you can see here, if I go to Total War, you get so many good rewards from this thing. Basically, I'm missing out on about 2 LR accessories because I joined this guild late. This is my new account, so I kind of got boned in that I missed the window of joining a guild. And I think it's a really bad system personally. I feel like they should make it so that each account is limited to only get each of the rewards once, so you can't double dip, like fill out to 50% on one guild, then jump to another guild that has it 50% and double dip. I feel like if they made that not a possibility and then made it so that for one day after you join the guild, you can't participate so that you don't participate in 2 guilds, I think that would be perfectly fine. For some reason, the system is that if you join a guild after the whole guild event starts, then you miss out on the entire thing. It sucks. It is the worst feeling. It's been just grinding my gears this whole time on my Asia server account. So definitely get yourself in a guild. Don't make the mistake of having this event start again and then being like, oh, you know, my guild's not active, I better move, and then you get absolutely boned. So once again, if you want to recruit, do it in the comments here. Just put your guild name, what you're looking for, and also make sure you put your server, because that is probably one of the most important things. All right, so the next mistake you want to avoid is, and this is such a good change. I'm so glad they did this, but for literally everything, you don't want to be using a strong team to do farming anymore. Once you've cleared a stage, if it's a bond stage, which you've 3-started, I don't think you even need to 3-star bond stages, to be honest. I can't remember. But once you've cleared a stage and you want to go farming, use this dispatch and put low-level characters you need bond on, anything like that in the team. So now when I farm my 15, because they've removed the team power requirement, honestly, I'm surprised they did this for like gear stages and everything like that as well. I always thought it was a thing that needed to be implemented for the bond stages, because for the bond stages, it sucked having to get your power up there when your powerful characters didn't need the bond, and it was just like this whole messy system. So it's absolutely fantastic, but no matter what you're doing, I just like putting characters like this in to help them level. Now, I could also, on this account, because it's a new account, I just did that for an example. You can see I could still definitely put my Mars, my Lotus, and my Noelle in there to get some experience, but at the end of the day, I'll probably just level them up as well. But I know a lot of people's accounts already have a bunch of level 100s, so make sure you're putting units in here that either need the bond or the levels to get it. It may not seem like much, but when you burn the amount of stamina that you burn across a week, it is going to be a lot of experience, a lot of bond that will save you extra stamina from burning other resources elsewhere. Sorry, I had to cut for a sec. My dog was going nuts at the rubbish truck out the front. So that is that one. Now, an extension from this, and the next thing that I wanted to mention is if you are farming bond. Obviously, we have new characters out. A lot of people are looking to get that bond. We do have the new place. I'm pretty sure we pronounce this as chitin. And as you can see here, if like all you gotta do is clear through it, there's obviously a bunch of good stuff in there as well, but be doing this one for the maximum amount of bond, and I wouldn't be doing another area unless there is a big unless you're trying to get reputation in that area. Then you can farm, you're going to get less bond efficiency, but you know, it depends. Like getting your bond up on all the different areas, not bond, reputation is what I'm looking for, the reputation with the towns. So you can farm other ones for bond if you're looking for reputation, but in general, this one's pretty good. I do like chitin because we are getting the food, the materials to make ourselves the gear drop rate up food, which I think is really good. Some people like farming for the bond up food. I prefer just getting as much of the gear food as possible and using that, especially as free to play. So if you are farming for the bond, because, and this is the other thing, like people used to always, at least I did, jump around different stages because of the different power levels and the amount that are dropped, and you're trying to get your team to the right power level to be able to farm it. But because now we have that ability to dispatch stages regardless of what your team power is, this is just the most efficient on Bond that you're going to find. Plus it also drops the, like I said, the gear food, which is also a very, very valuable one. So those are the three things that I wanted to highlight. Get in a good guild now. Don't use max leveled characters for farming anything because you don't have to anymore, and you can get that added efficiency. And then for Bond, if you're farming Bond, here is going to be an efficient place to farm, but you can still farm other places if you're looking to build up your reputation with the different towns through doing your Bond farming. Those are three things. Now, there is a bit more that I want to talk about, all the additional stuff that we've got. First of all, obviously, we've got this chitin here, which is going to give us access to a bunch of extra skill upgrades and some extra gems, and also the gift boxes. So go ahead and do this, get your stars up. It's a good bunch of free stuff. And the other thing we do have to do with that, obviously, is going to be over in the events, which is the star accumulation event, which, once again, we've got extra stuff in there. So get those done by the time you have a banner you want to summon for. It's extra summons to get. Plus, like I said, you should be just doing it anyway for chitin if you are looking at farming any Bond for characters. So that is that one. The other thing is, obviously, we've got with a new map, we've got a new zone, which means more explorations. I don't know if I've done them. Dude, 6 still? Dude, I feel like I've collected about 6 of them already. So standard exploration stuff, but I think they've changed the symbol. I feel like that's a change to the symbol, but we've got that. You can go ahead, do your exploration. It's going to give you that extra reputation. So more stuff to grind through for reputation for free to plays if you want to, plus a fishing spot over here. This is our first level 4 difficulty fishing spot, I believe. So that's going to be one that you can go ahead and dump into. I'm probably going to fail it. Got to have that reaction time, guys. You know how it is. 20 stamina, thank you very much. I think that overcaps me, and it does. So there's those. The other thing, obviously, I don't know if this is a new button, but I really like it, the switch button. If it's not new, it's the first time I've actually noticed it, so I'm stupid. If it is new, it's there. It's pretty nice for just exploring these joints pretty easily. But the other thing, like I said, we got the central district of Chitin as the new area. Couple boxes in there daily to destroy, possibly get you 10 gems from them, and also get your reputation, which is nice. Plus, there's also the one treasure chest in here, which is, you can't miss it during the campaign. It's where the boss is. It has 100 gems, and it has one of the pieces for the page that we get, which is Vengeance. Now, with this Vengeance page, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to complete it because this one you have to patrol the jungle, which is. And this is a weird thing that they do with these chapter unlocks. So the jungle is actually like part of the next chapter. So if we go to challenge and we go to normal challenges patrol, you see jungle, we got to get into chapter 8. There's a bunch of other things that you think would unlock. For instance, we don't get the merchant yet until we clear the next chapter. And then there's a few other things that we don't get yet, which is also these will come in the next update, where we can do the citizen requests and stuff like that. So some things you can't have access to, but we do have a bit of extra stuff to farm daily for free-to-play players that are on that grind. And like I said, the big thing is get yourself into an active guild. Feel free to recruit or look for a guild in the comments of this video. Don't be using max level characters in your farming because you don't have to anymore. Just be more efficient with that experience and that stamina. And then finally, if you're doing Bond stages, you don't have to. You do like easier stages of Bond because obviously we don't have that limit. So feel free to farm whatever Bond gives the most Bond, or whatever gives you the reputation that you're looking for to increase those reputations. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.